Chosen one, listen carefully. A divine shift is about to take place in your life. The season of loneliness, heartbreak, and waiting is over. The prayers you have whispered in the dark, the tears you have shed in silence, the longing in your heart for something real, something true, God has heard you. And now, He is moving. Something is about to happen that will change everything. This is not just about a relationship. This is not just about finding love. This is a spiritual transformation, a shift that will redefine your entire destiny. Before we dive into this message, I need you to do something. Comment below, "I receive a fulfilled life." Declare it. Claim it. Speak it into existence. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel and stay until the end of this video, because what you are about to hear will change your life forever. If you are listening to this message, it is not by accident. God has brought you here because He is about to do something new in your life. You have walked through a long, painful season. You have endured betrayal, rejection, and loneliness. You have questioned, "God, when will it be my time?" And now, He is answering you. Your waiting has not been in vain. Your pain has not been forgotten. Your prayers have not been ignored. Because your time has come. What is coming is not just love, it is a divine connection. It is a love that is deep and genuine, pure and unshakable, not temporary, but eternal. This love will not be like anything you have experienced before. It will not be a relationship built on lies and deception. It will not be a love that fades when tested by trials. It will not be another heartbreak, another disappointment. Because this love is coming from God Himself. He has prepared it for you. He has orchestrated it perfectly. He has designed it to heal you from the past and launch you into the future. You are about to step into a new chapter, one filled with love, fulfillment, and divine purpose. For so long, you have felt forgotten. You have watched others find happiness while you remained alone. You have asked God, "Why am I still waiting?" But hear this, God was not punishing you. He was protecting you. There were relationships that looked right but were not right. There were people who seemed good but were not sent by God. There were opportunities that appeared promising but would have led to destruction. So God blocked them. He allowed people to walk away. He allowed doors to close. He allowed loneliness to refine you. Because He was preparing something greater. If He had given you love too soon, if He had allowed the wrong person to enter your life, if He had answered your prayers before you were ready, you would have settled for less than what He has planned. But because you waited, because you trusted, because you remained faithful, now, you are about to receive the blessing that was always meant for you. This is not just about having a partner. This is about a divine alignment, a relationship that will elevate you spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. This love will bring you closer to God, not pull you away from Him. Heal the wounds of your past instead of creating new scars. Inspire you to fulfill your calling instead of distracting you from it. Because this is not just love, it is destiny. The person God is sending into your life has a purpose connected to yours. You will not just be partners, you will be spiritual warriors together. You will not just experience love, you will experience transformation. And the moment you step into this new season, you will understand why the wait was necessary. Are you ready? Because once this shift happens, once this door opens, once this divine connection is revealed, there will be no turning back. You are about to experience a love that is unshakable, God-ordained, transformational, a love that does not leave you broken, but whole. A love that does not fill you with doubt, but faith. A love that does not fade away, but grows stronger over time. This is the moment you have been waiting for. This is the season you have prayed for. And now, it is here. The only question is, are you ready to receive it? Comment below, I receive a fulfilled life. Declare it boldly. Proclaim it in faith. Because the season of waiting is over. There have been moments when you felt completely alone. Nights where you lay awake, wondering if anyone truly sees you, days where you questioned if love was something meant for others, but not for you, times when you felt like you were on the outside looking in, watching others experience happiness while you remained stuck in silence. But hear me, your loneliness was never wasted. God saw every tear you cried when no one else was looking. He heard every prayer you whispered in your heart. He felt every ache in your soul, even when you couldn't put it into words. And now, everything is about to change. The loneliness, the isolation, the waiting, it was all part of the plan, not to punish you, not to break you, not to make you feel forgotten, but to prepare you, because what God is bringing into your life is far greater than anything you have ever imagined. If He had given you love before you were ready, if He had allowed someone into your heart before you were healed, if He had answered your prayers too soon, you might have settled for something less than what He had in store. But because you waited, because you endured, because you didn't let loneliness turn you bitter, you are now stepping into something that will not only fill your heart but will transform your entire life. God wasn't just keeping you away from the wrong people, He was preparing you for the right one. Loneliness has a purpose. It teaches you who you are. It teaches you what you truly need. It teaches you what you will and will not accept in love. Before you step into something divine, before you enter into the blessing He has prepared, before you unite with the one He has chosen for you, God needed you to learn your worth. He needed you to become whole on your own so that when the right love comes, you wouldn't use it to fill a void. You wouldn't place your identity in another person. You wouldn't lose yourself trying to hold on to something that isn't meant for you. Because you are not incomplete. You are not waiting for someone to make you whole. You are already whole in Christ. And that is why the love that is coming will be different from anything you have ever known. It won't be about finding someone to complete you. It will be about two complete people, fully surrendered to God, coming together for His purpose. And that kind of love is worth the wait. Before every great blessing, there is always a season of testing. You have faced betrayal. You have endured heartbreak. You have watched people walk away, leaving you to wonder if you were ever truly loved. But none of it was without purpose. Every painful moment, every disappointment, every time you questioned why, it was shaping you for what is coming. God allowed certain people to exit your life because they were never meant to stay. He allowed your heart to be broken so you would learn what real love looks like. He allowed you to walk alone so that when the right person comes, you will recognize them by their spirit, not just by their words. Because when God brings His best, when He aligns you with the person who is meant to walk this journey with you, when He finally reveals the love you've been waiting for, you will understand why everything had to happen the way it did. God never allows suffering without reason. Everything you have been through has been for a purpose. Romans 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Even your worst moments are being worked into something beautiful. What the enemy meant for evil, God is turning into good. The heartbreak that tried to destroy you, the betrayal that made you question your worth, the loneliness that made you feel unseen, God is using it all to prepare you for the love He is sending. He has built strength in you through your struggles. He has taught you patience through your waiting. He has refined your spirit through your trials, because He doesn't just want to bring you love, He wants to bring you a love that will last, a love that will honor Him, a love that will bring Him glory, a love that will stand the test of time. The greatest blessings require preparation. If God had given you a divine love before you were ready, if He had allowed you to step into a relationship without being healed, if He had fulfilled your prayers before you had grown, you wouldn't have been able to handle it. God had to prepare you first. He had to, teach you to depend on Him alone so that you don't place your worth in another person. Strengthen your faith so that your love is built on a solid foundation. Remove toxic relationships so that you won't be distracted when the right one comes, because what's coming isn't just love, it's a partnership that will impact generations. It's a connection designed by God Himself. And when it arrives, when you finally meet the one God has chosen for you, when you step into the relationship that was ordained before you were even born, you will realize that every moment of waiting was worth it. You are no longer the person you were when you started this journey. You are stronger. You are wiser. You are no longer willing to settle for anything less than God's best. And because of that, you are now ready to receive the love that was always meant for you, a love that will not abandon you, a love that will not break you, a love that will not leave you wondering if you are enough. This is a love that will honor God, strengthen your faith, bring you peace, not confusion, because it is a love sent from heaven, and now, it is on its way to you. The love that God is sending into your life is not ordinary. It is not a fleeting romance. It is not built on shallow attraction or temporary feelings. It is not based on status, appearance, or convenience. This love is divine. It has been set apart since before you were born. It has been written into the very fabric of your destiny. It has been waiting for the appointed time. And that time is now. The world's definition of love is unstable. It is easily shaken by trials. It fades when difficulties arise. It is often based on selfish desires rather than true commitment. But the love that God is sending to you is different. It is a love that endures. It is a love that strengthens you. It is a love that brings you closer to Him. This is not just a relationship. This is a divine connection. God's love does not operate like worldly love. The person He is bringing into your life will not be temporary. They will not come and go like the seasons. They will not disappear when things get hard. Instead, they will stand beside you through every storm. Because this is a love that is rooted in faith, not just feelings, is built on understanding, not just attraction, is tested and proven through trials, not just happy moments. This love will honor God in a way that no other love in your life ever has. It will lift you up, not tear you down, bring you peace, not confusion, encourage your spiritual growth, not distract you from it. God is not just giving you a partner, He is giving you a purpose partner, someone who will pray with you, fight for you, and build a future with you under God's guidance. This love has been written into your destiny from the beginning of time. It is not a coincidence. It is not an accident. It is not something you have to chase after or force. God has already set everything in motion, the delays, the disappointments, the waiting. It was all leading to this, because when this love arrives, you will understand why every other relationship had to fail. You will see why certain doors were closed. You will realize why certain people walked away. You will know without a doubt that this love was worth the wait. This is the real thing. This is what God has chosen for you. And it is coming at the perfect time. This is something you need to understand. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. God allowed certain people to leave you for a reason. Because they were not part of your destiny. Because they were not equipped to love you the way you deserve. Because they were not the one He had chosen for you. And that is why they left. They didn't walk away because you weren't enough. They didn't reject you because you were unworthy. They didn't abandon you because you weren't lovable. They left because God removed them. Some of you are still hurting over people who left you. You are still grieving relationships that ended. You are still questioning why certain friendships faded away. You are still holding on to memories of people who were never meant to be part of your future. But listen to this. God was protecting you. 1 John 2 verse 19 says, "They went out from us, but they were not of us, for if they had been of us, they would have continued with us." The ones who left were never truly meant for you. They were temporary assignments, not lifetime partners. And God removed them because they could not go where He is taking you. They were not equipped to handle the blessing He is bringing. They would have distracted you from your true purpose. And now, He is sending someone who is meant to stay, someone who will not betray you, not abandon you, not leave when things get hard. This love will be different. This love will be pure. This love will be aligned with God's will for your life. And when it comes, you will finally understand why nothing else ever worked out before. You are stepping into a season of divine restoration. The love that is coming is nothing like what you have experienced before. It will not be a love that plays games with your heart, leaves you guessing about where you stand, gives you moments of happiness but a lifetime of uncertainty. Instead, it will be a love that brings stability, not chaos, brings joy, not confusion, brings peace, not pain. This is not just about romance. This is about purpose. The person God is bringing into your life will encourage you in your walk with Christ, stand beside you through every season of life, love you in a way that reflects God's love for you. This is not just a relationship, this is a divine connection, and once it arrives, it will be undeniable. You won't have to force it, you won't have to chase it, you won't have to wonder if it's real, because God will make it clear, everything is about to change. The loneliness, the heartbreak, the waiting, it was all preparing you for this moment. Now, the person God has chosen for you is on their way, and when they arrive, when your paths finally cross, when the divine alignment takes place, you will know, because this love will not look like the past. This love will not come with conditions. This love will not leave you empty. This love will fill your soul. This love will reflect the heart of God. And when you finally experience it, you will thank God that He made you wait for His best. Everything is shifting. The waiting season is over. The pain that once defined you is being replaced with joy. The loneliness that once consumed you is being lifted. You don't have to search anymore. You don't have to chase after love. You don't have to wonder if love is meant for you, because it is coming. God has already written this love into your story. He has already designed this connection for you. He has already aligned everything perfectly for the right time. This time, this is not just love, it is healing. This is not just companionship, it is divine purpose. This is not just romance. It is God's hand at work in your life. The love that is coming will heal the wounds of the past, bring you peace like never before, strengthen your faith and push you closer to God. You won't have to force it. You won't have to question it. You won't have to fight for it to stay, because what God sends, He sustains, and this love will be evidence of His goodness in your life. Open book. The Lord will fulfill His promise to you. Jeremiah 29 verse 11, God is a promise-keeping God. If He said He would do it, He will do it. If He placed the desire in your heart, He has a plan to fulfill it. If He asked you to wait, it's because what He is preparing is worth it. Every moment of patience, every tear of frustration, every season of uncertainty, it was all leading to this moment. This love will not just add to your life. It will transform it. It will elevate your spirit, encourage your calling, position you for your greatest season yet. Because this love is not about emotions alone, it is about destiny. And now, as you step into this new chapter, as you prepare your heart for what God is about to do, as you finally receive the love that has been waiting for you, your life will never be the same.